Hello everyone. It's Mohammed Yaseen from Tishik International University, second grade ELT department. In this video, I'm going to present my poster about some mispronunciation from different people in different nations. So in introduction, the goal of this presentation is to show or examine the pronunciation error in real life situations that happened and I have observed in my daily life. And I will understand why those errors happens, especially focusing on airway interference. Then at the end, I will suggest, or let's say, provide the corrections. What could be, let's say, a possible solution for such a problem, and how can an individual can overcome such an issue or problem. Before jumping into the errors, I would like to mention that I've collected errors from conversation with my classmate and through the observation that I have seen in my daily life. So mostly communication with others and some different languages. So I provided two errors. Number one is think pronounced as sing. One of my Iraqi, let's say Arab classmates, mostly uses s instead of saying the sound. For example, I think it's a good idea. Well, this is a cause of consonant substitution. The correct sound there is a voiceless dental fricative, while the other one is a voiceless devular fricative, which is totally different. And the reason this happens, I believe that before jumping into that particular thing that I have written on the screen, I want to say that maybe lack of listening to too many, let's say, English podcasts or anything, videos on online or anything, and maybe culture or people around him, mostly, let's say, or his friends or other things that they mostly talk the same as he does. That's why he cannot, let's say, overcome such an issue. And uh, that sound doesn't exist in Arabic. And the speaker replace it with a closest familiar sound. Well, I have seen the Arab people, not all of them, very rare, they mispronounce the and replace it with s sound. So possible solutions can be um, sorry. So possible solutions can be practice minimal pairs like think, sing. So replacing two words that are, let's say, mostly the same, but the first sound is different. For example, think, sing, think, sin, sin, and thank, sang. This way, the person, individual can really, let's say, differentiate between those sounds and make less mistakes and use a mirror practice to watch tongue placement and we have studied in the our class in phonetics that the tongue should go between the teeth when pronouncing the sound and as I've searched online there's a really good website called Sounds of Speech website that where learners can see animational of how to pronounce the or any sound in English, and I guess it provides Spanish and Germany and different other languages too. But me personally, I went to the website, I used it, and even in our class, the teacher gave us that showed us the animations of how to produce, how where the tongue goes, the place of the tongue, and other things. So the error number two is three pronounced as three. So th pronounced as te. When I was in Turkey, I went there. I've heard that Turkish speakers said, I have three brothers. This is a consonant cluster error. The darkest sound is th, as in three, voiceless dental fricative, plus r. It's pronounced as te, tree, a completely different word. This is totally different. The speaker replaces the with te and keeps r, resulting in the wrong word. So the reason is that the sound doesn't exist in Turkish, and consonant cluster like the can be difficult for Turkish speakers to pronounce it while saying the word. So the speaker simplifies it to something more familiar, like te. But at the end, let's say we still get it, the idea of the speaker says, but for better pronunciation or to avoid those such a conflict or mispronunciation, use of the word, it's better to have a minimal pairs, as I mentioned previous era. Three, tree, throw, trowel. Same word. I mean, exactly the same word, but the first sound is different, but the rest is kind of the same. Like three, tree, throw, trowel. So kind of those really helps. Practice tongue placement, as I mentioned. For the tip of the tongue between the teeth with the air, break it down slowly. For example, say the, then add r, then add the rest of the word, like the, then add the r, thir, then add the rest of the word, like three, three. So it really helps. In conclusion, those errors are common and mostly due to the L1 interference, and mostly because of lack of listening to podcasters or English. And I believe that culture plays a crucial role in such an area, and native language, because some sounds doesn't exist in other languages. By understanding the phonetic features of each sound, like voicing, stress, and reduction, we can better diagnose and address those issues. With consistent practice using minimal pairs, shadowing, and natural listening, I believe that it plays a crucial role helping people or individual to avoid mispronouncing any word. Learners can significantly improve their pronunciation. Thank you very much.